Have you ever dreamed of getting out there and exploring the open road on two wheels, but felt overwhelmed and intimidated by the price tag? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. The beginner motorcycle category has seen a lot of changes in the last few years, with a lot of new ones and used ones hitting the market. Unfortunately though, just like a lot of other things in the world over the last few years since the big C, the prices for pretty much everything have gone up. And I get it, with everything costing so much these days, it's hard to justify dropping a bunch of cash on a motorcycle. However, you can still get some good deals out there. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down some of the top beginner motorcycles you can get today for under $5,000. Now we're going to be doing this together. I'm going to be treating it as if I didn't have my Ninja, I was back on my learners, and I only had $5 to my name to get a bike. I'm going to be showing you exactly what I find and would recommend, and remember, this is AUD, so for those guys in the US, $5,000 would probably get you a bit more than we could get here in Australia. I'm wanting something that's going to be fun, relatively reliable, fuel efficient, preferably pretty comfortable, but most importantly, something that I'd be proud to actually own. Because I think there's no point in owning a bike if you don't actually like it. I want something that's gonna last me a while too, not just in terms of reliability, but also in terms of growth. And for that reason, I'm not including any little 125s because I think I'd outgrow that a bit too quickly. So let's get into it and go through my top 5 choices for beginner bikes under $5,000. Starting with number 5. If you're looking for a bike that you can be proud of that also ticks most of the other boxes, I'm gonna start my search with Royal Enfield. And to fit into our criteria, they have got to be under $5,000 and also loaner approved. Now there's a few different directions we could go down here. There are the Himalayans, which are a small adventure bike, which are quite popular and fairly easy to find in our price range. But what I'm really looking for is something in the 350cc range, preferably the Meteor or Hunter 350s. I'll also include the classics though. Hunter, Meteor. Now the reason for looking here is really down to that last one, and it's so that we can be proud of what we own. There are going to be a lot of classics available, but alright, so we've got two good options here. We've got the Hunter 350 and also the Meteor 350 Fireball. Now these are going to be the least powerful options on our list today, with the 350cc range pumping out around the 20 horsepower or so. So they're not going to be fast on the road, but they will be the type to make your heart race. They are nimble little things and are great to learn on with their unintimidating amount of power. There's also no doubting that these things are cool. Royal Enfield is a brand rich in history, and they're actually the oldest continuously running motorcycle manufacturer in the world. I've ridden them, and with their skinny tires and nimble handling, they are a ton of fun, especially on the back roads. They're pretty simple too, and there's nothing fancy going on, but I suppose the most important thing is you'll be the envy of all your mates. Make sure when you're looking, you try and get the newest model with the least amount of kilometers on them. That actually goes for pretty much everything on our list today. This one is registered till March, it's got all its keys, books and documents, so that's a good option. Okay, next up we're going to go to number 4, and we are going to be looking at Husqvarna, but specifically the Svartbillund 401. I think these things fly under the radar a little bit when it comes to beginner motorcycles and deserve a bit more attention. The styling seems to be a bit divisive for people, with you either loving it or hating it, but whenever I see them in person, I think they look super cool and really funky. They're actually surprisingly well equipped too, with Husky being owned by the same guys as KTM, so it shares a lot of its DNA with the KTM Duke and RC390s. It's got a 373cc single cylinder, which will give you around 43 horsepower. It has WP turny bits and bi-brace stoppy bits. And that's all in a package that's actually quite light. That means it'll be really nippy and light too, and you can find them in our budget. Here we've got a 2021 model with only 4,900 Ks on it, and it looks like it's in pretty good nick. I think these things will punch above their weight, and you'd be pretty happy if you started on one. I specifically chose the Svart over the Vitpillen because these ones have got higher handlebars, which will be easier to learn on and probably be more comfortable to use. On to number 3, and we are going to be going with a Honda. Now, I honestly don't think you can go wrong with these guys. They have been around for ages and have consistently been one of the top selling motorcycle brands in the world, and that's for a reason. They make good bikes. And the one that I've chosen to go with today is the CB500XA, which is a little adventure bike. If you're looking for something to do long trips on, a lot of highway Ks or some longer journeys, this is going to be the one you're looking for. Again, try and find the newest one you can with the lowest kilometers on it, but I guarantee you, if you look after it, it'll look after you. I mean, this 2017 model has got over 102,000 Ks on it and is still going strong. It does come with ABS as standard, and the 471cc engine will give you about as much power as you can have on your learners at around 47 horsepower. It has got a large fuel tank and room for a pillion rider on the back. Here I've got a 2014 model that looks to be in pretty good nick with rego till February. Has got bark busters added on and only 25,000 Ks on the clock. So, you know, it's in our price range. And I think if you want one to do it all and really get out there and explore the open roads, the Honda CB500XA is a good option. All right, now for number 2, and we are actually going to be going for a BMW, not this one. Specifically, we are going for the G310R. I will set the price to under 5,000, and here we go. Now, if you've always fancied the idea of having a BMW but thought that it was a bit out of your budget, allow me to change your mind. This fun little roadster has got a 313cc single cylinder, but still comes with all of the fit and finish that you'd expect from a premium brand. It has got inverted forks and Brembo design brakes, so you're actually getting quite a lot of performance here too. But I suppose the other thing is having that BMW badge there is going to inspire at least a little bit of pride of ownership. Saying that you started out on a Beamer is pretty cool. Now, they may be a little bit harder to find in the budget, but they are still definitely there. And I think if you can get a good one, you're really not going to be disappointed. This 2021 model looks good, is within our budget, and has only got 5,000 Ks on the clock. It doesn't have any rego though. However, we do have a 2017 one here that is also within the budget, has got more Ks on it, but is from a dealership and has got rego till May 2025. So look, if you didn't want to go through the hassle of getting rego on it, this one could be a good option. On to number 1, and look, this one is a bit of a toughie, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit and say it's a tie between 2 bikes, specifically the Ninja 300 and the Yamaha R3. Unfortunately, the bigger Ninja 400s are just out of our price range here in Australia, but there is a whole swathe of Ninja 300s. Here's a really good option, a 2016 Ninja 300. We want to look for the ABS model if we can. This one is within our budget, has only got 3,900 Ks on it, and is registered till March 2025. And it comes in Kawi green. Let's also have a look at the Yamahas, adding in our price limit of 5,000 and looking for an R3. Here we've got a 2015 R3 that has got 24,000 Ks on it and is within our price range. There's really not too much between these two at all. They both have great little engines and handle fantastically. If you're after a motorcycle to learn on and grow with for under 5,000 bucks, you really can't do better than these ones. You will probably find that there are more Ninja 300s in our price range available for sale on the market, but the R3 does have a slightly larger engine and is also a tried and true option. A lot of people will get very nitpicky between these two options, and it's a guaranteed debate starter. The Ninja has got a bigger 17-litre tank, which is really good for a small bike like this, but as mentioned, the R3 does produce slightly more power, a whopping 3 horsepower more. If you're tied up trying to choose between the two, just go with the one that you actually like the look of more, because either option will treat you really well. You can get both in our budget here in Australia, but the Ninja will be the easier find. At the end of the day, no matter what you go for as a beginner rider, as long as the bike is in relatively good nick, you look after it and you actually like it, you're gonna have a good time. Remember, when looking, make sure it's got a roadworthy certificate, no visible signs of it having been dropped or it being in an accident, and opt for the newest one you can afford with the least amount of Ks. If you do have someone in your circle that does ride or knows bikes, try and get them to come with you too, whether that be a friend or a parent. It is harder today to find good options for under that $5,000 mark, but as we've seen, there are still some out there. And I'm confident that if you choose any of the ones that we've mentioned on this list, you'll come away happy. Remember, you don't need to break the bank to start riding. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on my options and if you agree with me or not. While you're there, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe if you haven't already. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.